Hope you're having a good day today. Hopefully you watched that video I put out yesterday about from Turkey UFO report, some of the clips depicting what I believe is what's going on in our skies, what they are hiding from us about what's going on in our skies, and in our atmosphere and in our solar system. But that's not what this is about. Today, I want to talk about accountability. That's a big thing of mine, is people being held accountable for their actions and their words and stuff like that, and what they do, what they don't do. That's part of being responsible. In recent years, for couple of decades now, we've seen a lessening of people being held accountable for their actions, not only in court, but in politicians and business, and even now amongst our people, our society, even in schools. There's no accountability for their actions. We see people getting away with crimes or other things like this that, they just basically get a slap on the wrist. We complain about our court systems and our judicial system being overloaded or being false or lenient towards certain ones, and that all goes towards accountability, even with certain crimes against children or against certain genders, crimes that way. I won't go into describe it because it's a red flag on YouTube anymore, but you know what I mean. There's no accountability on a lot of this stuff, and that's a problem. I've long believed in being held accountable. There is I don't know how to put it, but for accountability for everything you do. For every action, there's equal and opposite reaction, that kind of stuff, And if you do something, whether it's good or bad, there should be consequences. That's the word, consequences for that. And people not being held accountable for these actions, not holding to the consequences of their actions or words, has put our society worldwide now into a precarious position. The reason I'm talking about this, guys, is because recently in this thing that happened in Minneapolis with the ICE agent and the woman in vehicle has brought out a lot of people on both sides of the opinion of this, that, or the other. And I'm not here really to draw a conclusion on that. That's up to each and every one of us to draw that conclusion of what really happened. Was it justified or not, et cetera, et cetera. But the point of this is that for the first several days, 3 or 4 days, mainstream media got up and broadcast everything on this that shows one accountability, one side of the story. And then after a few days, they showed another one, more or less kind of leading the trail away from what the first video said was the truth. And the second video is leading to everybody assuming that, well, perhaps they were wrong in this. But the thing is, all news agencies had access to the second video to begin with. But they chose to play the first one to promote a narrative, a false narrative, if you will, basically lying to the public. While they maintain their honesty, integrity, they're not upholding it to it. We remember back several years ago what came out about the Mockingbird Project, whatever, where they coerced media people to promote certain ideas and agendas in the news and promote it to people, which we relied on the news to be honest and unbiased at that time. But it comes out it was not. Now, the government, deep state, CIA, or whoever you want to call it, said they had stopped doing this, but of course, once you start something like that, especially in the CIA, you don't stop, you just get better at hiding your tracks. So of course, we do have government-influenced media. It was real apparent during the recent Donald Trump election, the Pizzagate, as it's commonly known now, the Russian collusion, and all this stuff, a made-up document that was made up by the hand of CIA personnel, deep state personnel, then handed down to certain political personnel, which was turned over to the media. And the thing is, the media knew right away that it was maybe not right away, but they knew it was not a true statement. But yet they ran with it. They even used each other as a source for the story. Therefore, compounding the story over and over again, amplifying it, echoing it out, and increasing it and enlarging it till it was all over the media platforms, knowing full well it was a false narrative. The thing is, guys, media has gotten away with this a very long time. And there was a hearing or court trial. I can't remember which one. I can't find record of it now. I tried to find record of it, and I've been denied access to any kind of information about this on several ways and everything. But I do remember back during Obama's term of office that the Murdoch family, Fox News or Fox Media, was in a hearing or a court trial with the federal government about not having to tell the truth. And that was the whole gist of the thing, is that they should not be held liable to tell the truth. They should not be held accountable to tell the truth. And of course, that was agreed upon. And therefore, after that, news, sports, and other things like this was turned into entertainment. So while these people are on here saying they are news and telling us the truth, they are no more than a daytime soap opera put on here for a stage show for you, me, and everybody else. No matter what the outcome is, but because they are listed as entertainment, they are not held accountable for telling lies. Because as we all know, your daytime soap operas, your nighttime crime dramas are based on a story, a writer, and actors, and a script. And that's what is wrong with our news. They are actors on the stage. They are following agendas that's handed to them by state governments, politicians, lobbyists, etc., etc. They don't have to tell us the news because, as I said, they are entertainment. Hope y'all have a groovy day. But guys, this is something we need to pay attention to. Even on your mainstream alternate source media, such as YouTube, TikTok, or Twitter, whatever you call them, X and all these others, they are also infiltrated with these actors with a script and an agenda. Hope you'll have a groovy day. As always, guys, do something nice for yourself and for somebody else. And what goes around comes around. And if you don't want bad stuff coming to you, if you don't want anger issues coming to you, well, don't spread it out there. Give out good, give out love, give out happiness. Later, taters.